We live.
Oh, mine's still says scheduled.
We live.
Oh, okay. I guess mine is just playing with my emotions.
Ooh. Hey, y'all.
Hey. How's everybody doing? Did y'all make it? Was traffic bad? Do you have gas to get here? I had
It's too
questions.
soon
Okay.
for these folks in this gas. Anyway, whew. So how was your week?
My week is long and continuing to get longer. I know we're at
Okay.
the end, but still, it's not. I got homework. I got finals this week. It's just like.
Okay. Well, we're gonna make it.
You right.
Because we made it here with y'all. It is the Excursion Edition. So guess what that means?
What does that mean?
We gotta guess.
No, for real. For real. I ain't got to say too much. Okay. I'm about to let me sit back.
I don't even, now that, you know what? Okay. So, should we bring our guests on before we pour our wine? Shall we pour it together?
Yes, but best friend,
Oh no.
don't hate me. I didn't have wine because I didn't go to the store because I ain't been in. So I mixed me a drink and then I poured it in my glass, just a little concoction. So I can't pour, but I'm gonna pretend to be pouring with y'all. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh. Well.
What I finals this week, I ain't got my life together. I ain't even got no wine. Not a drop of wine in the house.
Oh my God! I wish I would have known. I would have had some wine sent to you like
Right,
immediately.
because
Like
that's
I
what you
cannot.
do. Best
Like
friend, we
I
wine to
would
last to 2 weeks ago. Then you
listen.
in the back.
Your wine would have been there when you got home from work. Why you?
Look, it's a long story. I may tell y'all, I may not, but it involves a goddaughter, a play date, and the Purge Gas War Edition. Like it's a whole thing, but we'll talk about it later. Let's go ahead and get into the show.
Okay, so I'm gonna pour with the guests. So
Yes.
we are very pleased to bring on our guest for this evening, Miss Courtney Edge. And I'm just gonna let her. I'm gonna let her talk to y'all. We're gonna let her just tell y'all what's up.
So I gotta do the cabbage patch.
Oh, you're on mute. We can't hear you. Oh, there
There I
you go.
go. Hey, everybody.
Yes. So, welcome to Poetic Divas, the Excursion
Thank
Edition.
you for having me. I'm so, like I told y'all already, thank y'all so much for having me and inviting me on. This is an honor because, I love y'all. So,
Oh, and we love you.
and I'm a faithful tune in listener of the Poetic Divas LLC. So, yeah.
So, for the people who may not be aware, who will know after tonight, tell us a little bit about Courtney Edge.
Well, what is there to tell about me?
Everything.
All of it.
Well, I sing a little bit, just a little bit, and I'm a part of this music group called The Infinite Family. Don't make no faces at me.
I'm mad that you said a little bit when your voice is power. So
Just a
speak.
little
Don't
bit.
don't don't diminish yourself on the show with us. We don't play that. Now,
Okay, so I sing.
Yes.
And I'm a part of a music collective called The Infinite Family.
Okay.
And I have been singing and on the music scene since about 2011, 2012. I started out with a band called Urban Silk, and that's how I met the mom, Msdaliatwentytwo, while I was with the band. And I then went into the hip hop scene, well, the poetry scene. I was there doing things with the poetry scene, and that's how I met Nakita. And then I started doing stuff on the hip hop scene, and then that's how I met the leader of the Infinite Family, and then I joined the Infinite Family. So, yeah, that's my journey, my musical journey.
Yes. So,
Hold up.
I need my glass. That's what I'm saying. Can we pour it up? Can we before we get into these polls and this other stuff?
Oh yes.
We gotta get our glass. Oh, and you know, I'm gonna do this for Msdaliatwentytwo. You know, she had to pre-fill her glass, but it's nice and empty. Yeah.
I'm waiting because I ain't tasted it yet. I ain't put it in my mouth. Right?
Oh, you waiting.
I'm waiting.
So we can sip together.
Yeah.
Yes. And this is gonna be just a tip because you know what? We're not sponsored yet.
Yeah.
If you want to sponsor us, we'll advertise your libations during the show.
Yes. And enjoy them during the show.
Yes. I'm ready.
Are we ready? Okay. Best Friends Excursion Edition. Salute.
That was a good year.
Shout out to the bartender for making this drink.
You are silly. I want to know what's in your cup, okay?
Okay, well, see, in this beautiful cup of mine tonight, we have a little mango. We have a little pineapple juice. We have a Red Bull Peach edition.
Okay.
And then we have tequila because I'm a tequila woman.
Just a hint. Just a little bit.
I mean, it may have came right about here. It may, but
it's okay. You didn't measure it, and that's okay.
First and foremost, if you measure your seasonings and your drink, I can't mess with you because that means you don't know what you're doing.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna slide over here to the comments real quick. Adrian Charleston says, "Hey ladies, hey." Ed says, "Hey ladies, hey Ed." And Adrian said, "Loving your top, Miss Dahlia."
Thank you. It's something I just squeezed into.
And she also said, "Mr. Kia, that blue is working on you, and you are working it." Thank you, my love. Miss Courtney, I see your braids or your crown. Yes, and they are serving too. I was checking out them gold hints in there.
Oh yeah, you know you have to do a little slight color.
Yeah, just a little sparkle, a little dab.
Yeah, a little razzle dazzle, you know.
Okay.
Them young people don't know nothing about that.
Oh. So I don't even know. So I have questions, but do you want to do the polls first? You just let me know.
Okay, so we can do the front of the house work before we get to the back of the house. Okay. So as y'all know, or if you don't know, you should know. But every Wednesday, the Poetic Divas LLC, put respect on it, has a poll. So you can add in your 2 cents into our show because that is the only way and the only day that it matters. Okay. So we have 2 polls. We're gonna read them off. We're gonna discuss the results from our viewing audience. That's y'all right there. We still don't have a name. You still supposed to send in name requests. It was a thing. It was a thing last show. You need to go back and check it out.
Yeah.
So I know. So I'm gonna read the results of y'all good people, and then we're gonna ask our guest, Miss Courtney Edge, her opinion of it. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So May 5th, we asked y'all, are you familiar with tantric sex or are you willing to learn? And we had 97 views. Woo! Pat yourself on the back. Views. We have 89% said yes. I don't know if they were familiar with it or they're willing to learn, but they were just like, yes, we're here for that. And 11% said, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. So we're going to, Courtney?
Okay, you said tantric sex?
Yes.
No, I don't. You know what? This may be something I was participating in and didn't know what I was doing. So
that's a BOGO and a double entendre.
Right.
You know, because I just be doing stuff. But yeah, I not knowingly I know if I did participate in it. So
Okay. Let me go ahead and give y'all the definition per my beautiful tablet in front of me. Yes.
Oh.
Business.
okay.
So tantric sex is a meditative sexual practice that encourages people to focus on mind-body connection. This leads to a more fulfilling sexual experience and greater intimacy. So it's not actually intercourse. It's a sexual practice that leads ultimately to intercourse because you're connecting on a different level.
Got you.
To enhance the intercourse. You see? Ooh,
right.
Ooh, praise God. Ooh, hallelujah. I don't even know why. Because you know what? It's something about that mindset that does it for me.
And I like to point out, yet again on our last show or whatever, it's always about with women, because we do so much, turning off our mind and what else there is to do and truly connecting with you. So this practice helps us tune into you so we can have multiple orgasms. And you ain't got to be up in there for 7 days, 2 hours, calling sick, you want FMLA next week because you're so dehydrated because you ain't drink the Red Bull and the water on the bedside.
Or the vodka.
Favorite poet, NakitaJay. So this will help you. Help us.
Help us help you. Shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that you know the definition, Courtney.
She probably has, you know. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Oh, that looked like a story. That looked like a bulletin that we're about to, let me go ahead and take that out. Yeah. So what happened was
circle back.
Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna stay over here.
You need a minute?
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me give you 2 seconds.
1,000.
And it's over.
2 1,000.
In this show, we bear our souls, we bear our truth, and we live in the moment. So
yes,
we never expose anybody. So you can give them like Mr. Monkey or Mr. like hung like a jungle vine in the jungle, whatever you want to call them. Don't use no names. Don't sue us.
Right.
But y'all. No.
I'm just saying somebody might, because we got stories that we can't even tell on air, even if we change the names and the subjects and the locations. We'll probably have to change ourselves out of the story. Then possibly they might not know that we were talking about this. Possibly.
I agree.
Tantric sex experience. We each gonna tell.
Okay. Well, y'all go first.
Okay. It was like that. What?
She did. Now I've been running my mouth for a minute. Best friend NakitaJay.
So I think as it was unfolding, it wasn't that I tried to have this experience on purpose. The way the interaction came about, it was so natural, emotional, and it unfolded. And as I look back, yeah, that's probably how I got messed up. That's how they get you. They very attentive to the needs prior to getting anywhere near your regions. They ask you, have you had anything to eat? They massage your feet. They massage you from head to toe. They talk to you, ask you how you feel about whatever, and you just end up with a whole puddle between your legs. And you're like, dude, you need to handle this. Like, this is a river. You need to go swimming. So yes, to be honest, I have never intentionally, because everyone's not capable of it anyway. So you have to see and know who you're dealing with to see if that's the type of emotional exchange you'll have. They have to be open. You have to be open to it. And she done put herself in the darkness.
She did.
Charlie Murphy.
I was like, it's getting darker and darker over there.
Ooh. So yeah, that's an experience. And I might have to let him know.
Let him know.
You know, I think he know though, because you know when you have that connection, you know. It pisses me off a little bit, but it was.
That's another poll and another subject.
So, best friend, I see your light is back on.
Look, like Red Roof Inn. Leave the light on for you.
Okay, let me know when you ready, because I have comments. You ready? Boom. Okay.
Oh, do the comments first, though. Do the comments. I'm going to put my light in again. So
Adrian said, "Now that you say it, I have. OMG, yeah. Oh. We'll be talking. Okay. Ed said the problem is some play the game to get a prize. Only fake and conscious connections. Come on, Ed. Come on, like you are preaching right there.
That'll preach. Yeah, that'll preach.
Hey, Candace. She says, "Blessing Queens." And Adrian said, "I think he does too." Oh, Lord Jesus. So yeah, so we're gonna keep going. And best friend, is your turn.
I picked my mouth back up for the tea that I didn't know I was sipping on tonight. Okay, so tantric sex. I would say it was, yes, again, not consciously knowing, but you know me in my older age, I started researching shit. I was like, hold up, because I almost cried. This nigga all up and we looking in eyes and stuff. I'm just like, oh, girl, I think I probably squirted all outside of him and him off me. It was a lot. It was like, did you
wet my computer screen up?
Luscious pearls. Invisible pearls.
I don't look, because I don't even
I don't even have any on, but
listen,
I'm clutching them with all of my heart.
Listen, look, just wrap your braid around it, and just something like yes, okay,
but I didn't know what. Look, I was tripping. Like I was just like, I was so in tune and connected. Like I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was questioning myself. I was like, you know, bitch, you really might care about this. You might love this. Like
it will make you talk to yourself.
In the middle of it, I had checked out, but I was so checked in. My body was so checked in that my mind was like, but bitch. But I was like, hold on. I'm gonna get to you in a minute. I'm gonna get to you in a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
And then that's when you know they do that walk, they get up and they be like, yeah, I did that. They get up and get that strut to the bathroom, right? And they come back with a warm towel, both soapy and non-soapy, right? And then they'll be like washing you down, and then you be like, did I really I'm just gonna roll over into this wet spot I created. I'm gonna lay in the wet spot. And I'm gonna let you have the dry side of the bed. And I'm just gonna talk. I'm gonna come to terms with this at some point.
Right. And talk to my soul when it comes back. Because clearly
obviously something that
my
happened.
body.
I don't even have a fan. I'm over here. So
Right.
I'm just saying, you got people feeling fun.
woo. So yeah. Yeah. That poll is the truth. So what else we got?
Oh no, we didn't get to Courtney's. Don't think I saw you slide.
Oh. I was trying to look out for you if you weren't ready, but I'm gonna lay back.
No, it's okay. So I think just like y'all, it was unintentional. It was just like just the whole day was an experience, like leading up to that moment. And man, it's like an out of body experience. Like your soul leaves your body and you see it descend into the sky. You're like, ascend into the sky. You're like, what? What just happened? Because why did you do this to me? What? Why did you do this? Why did you do this to me? Now I'm gonna be a crazy bitch because you can't ever leave me. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that to me? And then act like it's okay. Like it's not okay. So and then I'm on the whole, okay, so you want to let my soul leave my body? Okay, bet. Let me go ahead and let your soul leave your body real quick. Because I got a couple of tricks up my sleeve, you know what I'm saying? So, what it's about to turn into a competition. That's what it's about. So, yeah.
The open the floodgates in more ways than one, and he didn't even know he was a living double entendre up in this month.
That was a bust one, get one BOGO.
What? You know how I love my BOGOs? Shoot.
What?
I'm just like, but you know that's how it happens. You like, oh, you just did this. Once you get
yourself together,
right?
You gotta come back to earth. You see what I'm saying? Your soul got to come back to you. So once your soul come back to you, like, oh, what? Why? Bet.
You don't know who I am.
Hold up. Wait a second.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Right.
My name is Soul Snatcher.
Yes. Hey. .edu. You better ask somebody, get educated up in here.
Ask about me.
Woo. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Yes, it's okay. So we got a couple of comments now. Adrian wrote something, but she didn't. It's like a blank comment. So I'm gonna let her just. She's gonna be back.
Together.
She's gonna be back. Candace said, "That's why you have to boomerang that energy right back." That's exactly what. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And she also said, "Don't get dick whip that dick. Bang, bang, bang. Pew, pew, pew."
Now, has anybody ever got dickmatized? I'm asking for me because I want to know. By the looks of these blank faces, that's a yes. It's tens across the board. Tens.
And another 10. Okay. So Adrian said
we're gonna drop the high and the low. We're gonna take the 3. Slam up in here.
Adrian said it was a laughing emoji. Okay. Yeah, she got me. Yeah. It said you got to know there are futures before going into anything close to it. For real. Candace was like, "Nah, son, laugh it up."
She just took it all the way back up top. Yo. No, I'm dead ass, son. Dead ass. No.
Dead ass. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Technology be trying to play games.
It really does.
Time for this.
Ain't no
mountain, ain't no sea.
Let me tell you what happened. I know what happened. All this good on the screen. They're like, hold up. We about to break the internet like
Right, 'cause
Beyonce.
I know y'all see this top though.
What? Yeah, girl, you better come.
I know it's serving. Okay.
It's a chesticle situation.
Look, I knew you was gonna come with all them chesticles. I had to prop mine
So you
up with
said
a
you had
prayer and wing. Like,
you
let
had
me
to
get
put it
something
together
on the
real quick.
screen.
Listen,
Oh, y'all up here serving
I
all
don't
these.
even know. I don't even know if I'm up there. I don't
Look,
even know. Am I there?
first and foremost,
Okay.
because I'm the only one on the itty bitty titty committee. Like, I had to push
But
mine
you
all
always
the way up.
serve it though. You
I
always
mean, for
serve it, though.
real.
So there's that.
But what you mean?
I'm just saying, I ain't complaining because as long as it's a mouthful, they ain't complaining. But I'm just saying, like, we're up here with y'all voluptuous queens up in here. I was like, let me go ahead.
Stop your mess. Okay, so okay. Woo, okay. This all right. So okay, the next poll.
Second poll. I think we thoroughly unpacked that. That's what he said.
A little bit. Well, like we did a pre-pack on the second poll. Okay. So
Man, pre-pap and a pap smear? I didn't know you were a gynecologist, sir, but okay.
She's crazy.
Okay.
She's crazy.
Sorry.
So the second poll.
Okay, so the second poll is, and y'all wondering, yes, how is Miss Dahlia reading these polls when her glasses are on the side of the table? I'm glad you didn't ask. What had happened was I have it expanded on my screen on my tablet so it's bigger so I can see that shit.
She got to make it big so she can see it. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's
Right.
what she said.
I hope he can make it big, and it better not be like a Tic Tac big too. Don't be gluing Tic Tacs together like little Matchbox cars and shit up. I'm sorry. Okay, so the next poll: have you ever used someone for sex and they knew it? Have you ever used someone for sex and they know? We're not talking about the sneaky dinks, where I know, you're a community penis and I'm sitting here in this pool, not even knowing that you don't even use chlorine and stuff to clean your stuff out. I'm just sorry.
Yeah, because I done had to start flipping in this book. Like, what is happening?
So we have 67% said yes and 33% said no.
They lying.
They lie.
We ain't gonna judge you over here. There's a no judgment podcast.
So I'm gonna say that the 33% was using them for sex and didn't tell them. They played them to the left like a corner pocket.
Or maybe they were the ones who didn't know they were the side piece. Like maybe they thought this was a relationship. It was going to, like, it's so many variables right here.
You right, best friend. You right. So yeah, I mean, are we ready to unpack this?
Yes, we're gonna defer to our guest, our excursion guest. She's running the show tonight, Miss Courtney Edge.
So are you asking me yay or nay?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Let the church say amen when three or more touch and agree. It is done.
I sure have. And they knew.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was an even, like it was a mutual thing.
Okay.
Because isn't that basically called friends with benefits?
Hey.
Well, yes and no.
That's the technical term. I feel like that's the technical term for that.
Sometimes.
Yes. You want to go, best friend?
Well, it depends on what the benefits are.
And it depends on if we're friends outside of the encounter.
Oh.
Some people.
Oh, yeah.
Come in, take your clothes off. Don't touch nothing. Don't ask for nothing. You ain't getting nothing. You lucky if you get a water on your way out. Ain't no cuddling, ain't no kissing in the mouth. You're going to come in here. You're going to do what you got to do. You're going to leave. I don't care if you're sleepy. I don't care if you want to talk. You ain't going to kiss me in the mouth. You ain't going to hold. I ain't laying under your chest. You ain't going to sleep in here, my G.
Ooh.
Got you.
I feel like you just laid out a whole disclaimer for the folks who might have been confused about their position. Like, I think they put in their
because you can't leave no room for confusion.
You really cannot.
You can't leave no room for confusion because then then that's when feelings get involved. People start catching feelings, and then you got to deal with that. And you just like, wait a minute, no, see, this is what I told you right up front. Remember this? I said
Your
this
contract right here.
Matter of fact, I said it in a text message. Go back, go through them text
Scroll
messages
up.
real
You
quick.
need to go ahead and contract his ass.
There you go, right there.
But you
So,
know,
it was verbal and written.
It was a verbal agreement.
Yeah.
But check this out. Sometimes, you know, as good as they are, we are just as good or better. And they fall in love with the benefits of us.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't handle
that's the word
right there. Of us. Like that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Like you want the box, but you can't carry the rock.
Right.
To build the building to store the box. So go.
You might drop. You might drop.
Well, now.
I mean, so look, we starting off unequally yoked.
Right.
I just want to yoke around.
Like you ranch around yourself. You ranch around.
Ranch around. What?
Ranch around.
They don't know nothing about that.
No, they don't.
They don't know that.
Look, okay. So this may or may not be a true story, but it probably is a true story with no names.
Please hold. I'm gonna do these comments real quick, because I know after you go in, this is gonna be like 18,000 more comments probably, because I don't know what you're gonna say. So Candace said, not chesticles, laughing out loud. No, clit and balls. Ed said, does someone who was untrue about love count when they played? No, they don't. Fuck them.
That's a whole nother category of fuckery. Okay,
yes. And Candace said she didn't even give them gas. LOL. They had to walk on. Okay, I'm sorry. You know, and gas is too sensitive now. We can't even talk about damn gas. The only gas we
just enough to get there, then he sit outside talking about mama help.
Listen. People eating beans manufacturing more gas than the pipeline recently. So we just gonna chill with the gas. Okay, please.
Okay. So back in 1972, picture it. North Carolina, 1972.
Did you really give us a year?
No, we can't, because I may or may not run for mayor. But okay, so I had a little, you know, a little booty call type maintenance, like, yo, like, and, you know, he was good people. Like, I really enjoyed him outside of the sex, which is rare in between, but I still kept it at just the sex level. You know,
mercy.
Separation of church and state. And, you know, towards the end of it, you know, I started like questioning, like, you know, do I want a relationship? Do I want to try it again? Do I just want to get out of this, you know, friends with benefits, booty call protocol, whatever? And so, you know, I stopped messing with said person. And then, like, they hit me up, you know, like, yo, like, you know, I ain't seen you in like 3 months. Like, first and foremost, how do you know how long it has been since, you know, since I sat on your face? Okay.
Get my notebook.
Why are you counting the number or the days that I'm withholding, you know, this good. Let's give it some bits. And then it went from, okay, that's interesting that you know that, but why? You know what it is. Like, we had this conversation, was no discussion. I don't kiss you in the mouth. You don't stay over. You have exactly a 2-hour limit. You're going to get in. How many we can get in, then you're going to get out. Like thing. And then it went from like, yeah, but you know, I figured this was going to come to this. I figured it would have to end like this.
That's some melodramatic bullshit. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm gonna shut up.
But I don't want to end our friendship. I want our friendship, but I just knew that it was going to end like this because we've been doing this for however many years, and you know, we had no problems, no issues, no nothing. I'm like, whoa, first and foremost, how you know how many years we've been doing this? I mean, because you were day one, A1 since day one, but like, well, it sounds like you got a lot of emotions in place, sir, and I'm trying to figure out like where does this come from?
It came
And
from
I didn't say that I wanted a relationship with you per se, but I was just questioning my life. That's why I've been, absent, not available, not present. But it just went down a whole long line. So my cautionary tale for you, ladies and gentlemen, is careful with your friends with benefits, because apparently they develop feelings after a couple of years or so. Like, it's an expiration date. It's an expiration date on friends with benefits. It's like after a year and a half, you've got to either commit or you got to break it off, because somebody's going to get hurt. They're going to catch some feelings, and then you're going to ruin the inevitable friendship that you had prior to. And that's not a good thing.
I mean, but let's talk about that.
Okay.
I disagree, but go ahead.
If we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. If those roles were reversed, are you able to, I guess, empathize with the position that they were in?
I am. And at that point in my whole phase back in 1972, I really did like Homeboy. Like Homeboy, like that's my dude forever. But at the same time, I knew going into the situation that it wasn't going to materialize into any kind of relationship, strictly because of a lot of outside factors.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, and I will even give, let me be extra vulnerable with y'all tonight.
Oh shit, you gonna get naked.
I'm gonna get butt ass naked. Like, initially when we first started doing this, I did consider, some kind of potential with that. But, he to the left, and then, he did some stuff that was questionable. And I was just like, I see you, bet. And, when I say bet, it's done. Like, so,
yeah.
Initially, it was done. I was like, oh, okay, so this is what we is. This is what we're going to be. And, we're going to be something outside of that. Like, I am very big on, if I'm dealing with you and I'm trying to, get to know you, if I share my body with you, I feel like there's something there. It's never just like I needed a nut and go, because I sell bedroom candy. That's my best friend. So I can get a nut whenever I need to and get paid for my nuts because I get paid. But anyhow, so it's something there initially if I'm going to sleep with you. Some kind of emotion, whether developed or undeveloped. So, and then when I look at people's actions, how they treat certain situations, how they speak, how they move. And if that doesn't line up with something in my life, then, you're going to put in a couple of categories. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. You choose where you're going to go. It ain't like Planko, remember that game? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm old. So you're going to fit in the category and you move based on how you react and respond to stuff. So unfortunately, he moved from possibility, maybe, constantly to just straight dick and a cool dude and a friend. So cool.
Did he know of his placement?
He did.
Very good. Very good.
I mean, he played this role with, like I would see like that role when I see you out and I see you out with your thing. You see me out with my thing. We still like, yo, you good? You cool? You straight? Like that's what I appreciate shit like that. Like but then it started getting to the point of, yo, that nigga think he your man and stuff. What? Your emotions were showing, sir.
Like the top of a foot alone.
Your bitch is showing, sir.
Bitch, I won't read it. Stop. I will spit that one.
Because I'm listening to your story and I'm like, he sound like a bitch. Like if I wanted to deal with female emotions, I would deal with a female. Like, because I deal with both. But that's besides the point. Anyway.
Hold on. Whoa. You ain't gonna gloss over that. Rewind. Oh, you part of my clique. You rep my clique.
Gang. But
okay, I'm sorry. I never met another one. Okay, I'm back.
But what I'm saying is, if I wanted to deal with those emotions, I would just deal with
Take your time, Courtney. Take your time.
Come on, Pastor. Come on.
don't start one way and then decide in the middle of it, oh, I want to be like this. And you got to commit to it too, because now this is what I want to do. When we already knew what it was from the beginning. Play your position. I'm playing mine. Play yours. That's it. And don't get emotional when I start playing my position better than you.
Oh, shit. Here, I'm passing the collection plate.
I don't even have nothing to put in.
Put that shit in.
As a matter of fact, speaking of collection plate, everyone, our Poetic Divas Cash App is scrolling below the screen. Please bless us if you can, so that we can bless our wonderful guests, our excursion buddy, Miss Courtney Edge. We are enjoying her. I hope that you are. So, just drop some money in our Cash App. We'd appreciate it very much. And as well as we bless her, every time we come up here, our Cash App is open because we are coming out sad. Got some things in store for y'all, but we got to get these funds up.
And listen, we got to get ready. You see this? You see all of this? This blue lipstick, this little top Msdaliatwentytwo got on, this lipstick, this honey. This takes time, love. This takes time. So,
right.
And so that you're appreciating our efforts. Thank you.
Yes. Listen. This particular lipstick color is cougar. I ain't saying that's what's going on. But just, if you want it on the website, it's cougar.
I am a cougar.
See, I was trying to stay quiet. But
nope.
There you go.
Nope. I am cougar of my life. Y'all know I say what I want and I mean what I say, and I say because I can. Who gonna check me?
Nobody.
Right. Unless your name is Jesus the Christ of Nazareth, or AKA my best friend.
No, absolutely not. I don't be checking
Y'all
her.
the only two people that can check me.
I don't be checking her.
You don't? I know, but you can. You have the ability, the privilege. Anybody else? No, son.
Shoot. They better come correct, or you won't come at all. Say less.
They can come up like a corpse in a flood.
You know what? No. Absolutely not. You reel you back. We got a couple of comments. So, Ed said, it's not friends with benefits if one sees anything else possible. And I completely agree with that, Ed. Right. Because basically, y'all are in this situationship with different objectives. Mm-hmm. So that's a whole discussion in itself. Mm-hmm. Right. Candace said, I agree with what Ed said. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Adrian said, did someone say cougar? Okay, I'm sorry. And Candace said, I can't do Cub, shaking my head, laughing out loud, but I mean, I understand what you're saying and everything. Yeah.
Look, but I'm saying the way that these youngsters are set up, like some of y'all back in my whole page, woo, y'all were hung and y'all were right for the picking. I appreciate you, young boys. Holler at me if you ever get an old man. Like,
this fan that came out of nowhere.
I'm mad as hell. I don't have mine. It's not new.
Right? Like, I wish I would have known this was going to be this way.
I'm so hot.
Look, this is part of the cougar starting pack. Like, you got to get the fan. You got to. And it actually helps. Like, you be doing that hot, cold airplay during sex. That's another. I'm sorry.
Lord help us to live right.
So if we can't be equally yoked, can we be somewhere in the same ballpark of yolks? Like
with your omelet?
Can Can we be like one egg over from each other? Like, I cannot. This is a whole nother discussion. And that just came to me because like I'm just, thinking about, the cougar thing, It's interesting because that's where you have to get into this where you define your age limit, because there are some younger men that are more equally yoked to you.
Come on.
In your own age group and vice versa. So
preach.
I just want to be within the same egg category as you. Is you a brown egg? Okay, I'm a brown egg. Can we crack each other? Like, I'm struggling with it. Dating is just no. Because I have no more tolerance for being unequally yoked. I'm not taking care of another dude.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you gonna have to come to the table with more than just the ability to come.
Well,
that'll preach.
You listen, you got to show up and court me. I'm old school. I'm tired.
And not just sick and tired, but tired.
And I need you to be consistent with that.
Please, Lord. Persistent and consistent is two of my favorite words. Persistent and consistent are my two favorite words when it comes to dating. And if you can't do that, and I start seeing patterns of you not being able to be consistent, then you've lost your chance to ever date me, because I'm like, oh, I see this pattern. This is a character flaw. I'm good.
Lane control.
Because that shit don't change.
Nope.
It gets more complex.
It gets worse.
Oh, my praise the Lord Jesus. Yes. I'm telling you.
If you start off saying, good morning, beautiful, the first 2 weeks, this is just a little example. Mm-hmm. If you start off saying good morning, beautiful, the first 2 weeks of meeting me,
mm-hmm.
and then the third week, you say good morning, beautiful, maybe twice that week,
mm-hmm.
and then the fourth week, I have to say something to you first for us to even converse.
Because your ass done died. Fuck out of here.
Only excuse.
What happened?
Oh, I'm going to say like I've heard said. Start out how you can hold out, my G.
Seriously.
Rise, best friend, don't you die with me in the middle.
Y'all were preaching a double eulogy up in this bitch.
Like, I just don't understand. Like, don't be persistent. Like, because it's a challenge at first, and now it's no longer a challenge to you. Because, you see that I'm feeling something, and now you want to act stupid.
You know what?
Ooh.
I think that is a lot of men send their representative to meet the woman that they want, or they think that they don't have the ability to pull based on their own basic knowledge of themselves. Therefore, they send someone that they think the woman wants.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But the reality is we want who you are. And if you misrepresent yourself in the beginning, there's no way I'm going to even acknowledge or even think that you're honest enough with yourself and then within this relationship to take you seriously. Like you're a fucking fool. You a clown.
I'm gonna post your ass back.
A whole joke.
This is like Chuck E. Cheese and nigga, I'm grown. Like, no. Like, I mean, these young girls
play.
Okay with that. They, younger people are okay with that because they don't know their self, their value, their worth. But when you start getting us older ladies, I need you to show up how you can stand up. If you're on crutches, cool. You in a wheelchair, cool. You stand up on your character, your moral, your personality, your values, how you treat a woman. And if you don't know how to treat a woman, holler at an older woman. They will tell you, sir.
And listen, not just stand up in it like my theotis. No, that's not the only stand up in I need you to do.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to stand up in your character, in your truth, in the fact that you got my back as well as I got yours. Don't have me out here looking stupid,
Looking
and I
crazy.
won't have you out here looking stupid.
Well,
or treat you like you stupid.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Whew, shoot, they got in my spirit a little bit. Like,
a lot of dudes out here, they be feeling like I'm gonna do this and whatever, and then they have you out here looking crazy in these streets.
Crazy.
And they be upset when you flip and do the same shit that they do.
I mean, are better, honey.
Right. Right. Because we are better. I mean, I just know, FYI.
Because don't start playing the game with me.
Reindeer games year round? I bet, nigga.
it's too hot for this
Oh, we
shit.
playing that game. Oh, okay. Not knowing I'm on the master level of that game.
Hey, did you check my resume?
They didn't, because they don't think we as women have a resume. They think like, oh, well, Mitchell, you're so docile, you're so polite, you're so Southern Belle, that you're not gonna peep game. Nigga, we created
so
game.
Sweet. Oh, she would never
Whether
do
we
me like
play the
that.
game or not, it's up to us.
So what you saying is, instead of checking the resume, they thought we're gonna resume the position. Huh. Nevertheless, I digress.
Right.
Ho, ho, ho.
I'm just going to segue this into how, you know, as we as female artists up here, because we're all female artists, you know,
Yeah.
we did our things, whatever. Like, how does that play into your artistry? Like, do you find that is something prevalent when you were, I'm asking Mr. Courtney, when you're prevalent amongst the things that we, you know, rotate through? Like, they underestimate us. They think we're just like, oh, you're going to go along with whatever because you're a girl.
Man, listen. Entering different, just because, you know, like I said, I started off live band, right? So that's a whole nother world, you know. So that's live band. Then I segued into poetry scene. Okay, that's a whole nother section.
A whole nother demon.
That's a whole nother section. Then I go into the hip hop world. And as you know, the hip hop world is very, very much so male dominated. And with me being a singer, a lot of times with showcases, they would have me. I started off with a group of people. So I started off with a singer named Kevin Terrell and April.
Yep.
And
I know.
so with April, so Kevin, during this time, Kevin went off to school. He started going to school at ECU. So it was just me and April. So me and April will go to shows. We'll be the first people there. Okay. Sign up or whatever. And I'd have never understood that when you sign up and you're one of the first people on the sign up list, and they go all around you, and you still end up being one of the last people to go. We used to go to this place. I'm not going to say the place because it makes it seem like I'm bashing. We used to go to this place. I'm going to say in Lumberton, because I ain't never been to no Lumberton to no open mic. But anyway, and Lumberton, and we would be the first people there, signed up, and we'll be one of the last people to go. At the end of the night, it would be 2:00 in the morning before we get a chance to perform sometimes. So it was either we were very, very, very last or very, very, very first before anybody got there. We had to earn that. And it's crazy because when I started off, like, you know, they see, oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. Then I sing and they're like, oh, okay, well, my bad. So wait a minute, you actually have something to offer. And I'm just like, why do you have to wait? Why do I have to show you? Why you see the band and you automatically respect them, but me, oh, okay.
As if you're a god I have to submit to. See,
right?
Don't even like.
Right.
Look,
right.
You know, I preach this all the time. Like, if you stand to P, then you stand for me. Like, that's the mentality, as you know, in all artistries across every walk that we have been able to grace and to coordinate and communicate and to bless the stage. Like, we as female artists, we have to do 10 times the stuff that male
Seriously.
artists do. They could roll out of bed, you know, in a house coat and look crazy as fuck, and then people would take them seriously. But us as females, and not just females because, you know, we were born that way, but females who are serious about our craft and how we move, as soon as we walk in, you know, if you're not looking a certain way, if you're not doing a certain thing, then they're just going to dismiss you like a side chick.
We got a couple of comments here.
Okay.
So, Adrian says, still right, laughing out loud. I know it was a little further back in the conversation, but we're going to read your comment because we here. We all here in this conversation, and we good. And she also said, come on now, be you. Absolutely. Ed said, playing is one thing, but you got to show the seriousness of your truth, too. Right. Candace said, no representatives. Even the governor said, take your mask off today. Laughing out loud.
I'm dead.
You know what? He did. But you know what?
Oh, goodness.
We'll talk about that later. And she also said, I was born vaccinated to bullshit. Hell yeah. And Adrian said, I've had someone do that to me every time, shaking my head. I had to stop signing up. Now, she was talking about signing up to be like on the open mic. So, yeah. I mean, you know, some people just got this propaganda, but at the end of the day,
I don't understand how they work. Those lists?
I'm telling you.
Why do you put the list up and have it in an order if you're not going to follow the order?
Because your ass is out of order.
Right.
So how you going to follow order and you out of order? Fuck you. I'm sorry. Nevertheless, Poetic Divas, LLC. Put some respect on this shit.
Because we do.
And we follow our list in order.
Okay, so what I'm gonna say is that and what I'm finding in my career is that we as women are always going to be looked at as the underdog, something that is a nice purse on the male's shoulder or whatever, whatever they're wearing. And a lot of people I found is they add a woman who does what she does very well as a compliment, not as something that's actually part of the contract, like an addendum, if you may. And they feel like I'm gonna have the contract regardless of who I add as an addendum to this, so it doesn't matter. So they treat you as less, which means you have to be, you know, overly better than them all the time.
Damn.
You have to be on point every second of every day. And if you have an off day, per chance, and you have off days like 340 days out of the year, your one off day out of 365 days a year. So 364 days, you are perfect in every aspect of your career and your craft. But that one day, they will judge you by that one day for the next 40 years. And that's some stupid ass shit. And then we as women sometimes are too catty to salute another woman or to big up another woman.
And I ain't never understood
that shit right there.
Never understood.
So we are playing into that whole fallacy that these men patriarchs are creating for us. And that's something we can't do. We gotta be better women.
We have to band.
We got to do better.
Unity. We have to.
For real.
To stop what's happening, to stop the whole process, or stop this whole thing where they expect us to not. Like, we have to change that whole story.
I feel like we have to create our own thing.
Yep.
And it gotta be, I mean, super out of the ordinary, I mean, extraordinary thing with all women and dominate that shit. And then they'll see, like, whoa, I should have been messing with them to start with. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Because now
Too
they killing
late.
shit. But now, no, it's too late now because now I done figured out a way to do it myself and generate my own stream of income from it doing it myself. So you will be a middleman if I start messing with you doing something. No, because I done figured it out myself. So you messed around and let me figure it out myself. And now I'm doing better than you. And now you want me to no.
I'm good.
No, that's okay.
I'm good.
And that's the thing that we as artists have to deal with. Like,
yes,
we have to look at, like, not every woman, and there are some women out there, but not every woman is looking for your downfall. And that's why I'm so blessed and happy that we created Poetic Divas LLC, because we always try to, like, yo, you need some help, you want to do some stuff. Like, we've always been that catalyst of help and change throughout all the industries that we frequent. So for that, I'm very thankful. You see how we do. Like, Courtney been supporting us forever.
Yeah.
Know her forever. And like, we surround ourselves with women who do that for other women, and just for art, in general.
Right. And also, there are some men that are ostracized because they don't fit a mold as well. So that's a whole nother discussion.
Let's put my little big toe in there, my little big white toe in there real quick. So that would be, because that's the polish right now that's on my toes. Anyway, that is Infinite. That is my group. That is the Infinite family. I consider us to be underdogs. So we had to create our own shit. We had to do our own shows. We had to throw our own shows in order to get shows, because for the longest time people would overlook our group, our entity, our collective. And then we started doing our own shows, selling them shits out. And then now, the Infinite family.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because but now we sort of got a like not a chip on our shoulder, but like it's sort of like we're hardened now, because it's like we didn't have to figure it out the hard way. We had to take the long road to get here. So now you looking like, okay, so how did y'all do? You want to ask questions, or let me get on, let me do this. No, boo, you gotta put the work in. Like, we put the work in.
Hey,
we had things called we have this thing called Hell Week, where we would go to events all week, like every day, every night there was an event, we was at those events. Sometimes it was two events a night. We'll go to everything. And do you know how tiring that is to go to an event, 1 to 2 events every single night of the week?
Yep.
We've done it. I mean, years of doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so when new artists come along and they're like, and then well, I gotta work in the morning. I gotta what? Honey, I'm not trying to hear that. Right. I'm not trying to hear nothing. There was times I was working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, but I made sure I was out there letting people know my craft, supporting, because I know that in the long run, this would this would let me show support. Let me know, let these people know that I support them, that I'm showing love. You know what I'm saying? That's always been me. So.
And I appreciate you, because I be seeing you, boo. For real, for real. And like, that's why, I'm so thankful, that we could have this platform, to show the people that we love that we see y'all and we appreciate y'all. Because it's a lot of cliquish activity.
It really is.
Out here. It really is. If you don't fit into a certain mold, if you don't appeal to a certain person that's going to speak to this person and be like, well, they legit, people try to undermine your abilities. And that's not what it's about, because the talent is given from a higher power. Right. It's not man-made. Yeah. So if you got that gift, you got that talent, Just let people rock out and flourish. Stop trying to block other people's blessings, because that boomerang effect is going to come back on the blocker.
It really is. I'm sorry. I'm gonna hush in a second.
You go in.
No, because I just be thinking of different examples. It was this one event where I felt like the mics or whatever was sabotaged. Like they sabotaged the fucking mics. And so, you know, if you don't know how to project your voice, then that's like a that's like a death sentence for your mics to be messed up. Well, I'm a good old country southern bumpkin, you know. So I grew up in the country. I know how to project very well my voice. So like you put me in that situation, I'm like, oh, okay. This ain't nothing. All right. Bet the mics ain't working. Just project y'all voice, y'all. That's it. You know, that's what I'm telling my group. You know, like this dude, I'm with Infinite. I'm like, okay, we just got to project. Ain't nothing. Y'all know how to project. We all from the country, you know? Like all of us, we all come from a small town. So I'm like, y'all know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So then I go up to sing and everybody like, oh, she needs a mic. She needs a mic. No, I don't, man. Put that somewhere. And I'm singing and everybody's like, whoa, what? Like Killing Me Soft. I'm singing Killing Me Softly. And they're just like, what? Hold up. What? She really just did that? And I'm just like, well, I mean, if you put somebody against a wall, what do you expect them to do? Like, you put me in a corner. You wanted me to, it's fight or flight.
There you go. There you go. And you know what? I feel like us as Black women are always put up against walls. And I don't want to turn this into a racial thing. I really don't. But it is the facts. And I see it in my professional life, my 9 to 5. I see it constantly from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep. We as Black women are put against the wall and we perform. We do what we have to do every time. But why does it have to be that way?
Why?
Why are you not putting your other nationalities up against the wall? Why can some people cry and it's enough? But because we show strength and choose to cry in our pillow at night, we're ostracized. Because we're strong enough to be the rib and the backbone of a Black man, we're ostracized. We were made this way to support the Black man who is also not given anything but a wall. What you expect? We can't sit up here and cry.
I ain't got time nor the makeup.
Listen, and we're gonna look good while we're struggling. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. But you know what? Let's had to get that off my chest, because corporate be kicking my ass.
No, seriously. And then you have to put on this. You have to put on this face like everything's all good. Like you know that the condescending tones and the sarcastic remarks, the undertones underneath different things that's being said that makes it seem like they're being positive, but they're really not.
No.
You get it. You get it. And you got to sit there and play the game, or else you look like the bitter Black woman. You know,
angry Black woman.
Or else you can't pay your damn bills.
Right.
Like, it's a new form of slavery out here where we have to react and not react. We can't even be true to ourselves if we want to be able to make this money and take care of our responsibilities. It's so conflicting. It's so hard. It's a new type of wall that we're put up against.
But
And that's why, yeah.
My whole thing is that, oh, Courtney, rise, baby,
I'm right
rise.
here.
Wait.
Oh, she's good. She's good. She's gonna get back up. Oh,
Yes,
praise
she
God.
is.
I had to change
But
my hair.
oh yes, bitch, yes.
I
Serve it for the
love
king.
it.
Crown was getting on my nerves, and so I had to go. That's all right.
But my whole thing is that I want to say is like, yes, they put us on the wall with corporate America, those outside of our ethnicity. But
Mhm.
why do people within our own ethnicity put us against the same walls? Like, why do we have to be? It's like some bullshit.
I got thoughts on that.
Tag,
So this is why. Of course, it's the crabs in the barrel.
right?
And you got to think about it. We as African American Black people, we're built collectively for it tough. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we are conditioned to fight against anything that's trying to oppress us. Okay. We're so accustomed to fighting that we are slow to recognize when somebody is really not trying to fight us, when they're trying to partner with us. And it be our same kind sometimes trying to partner with us. But we're so accustomed to fighting because they've always put us in the position to fight.
Right.
So that's my opinion on that. And then you have some people that are built so selfish,
Yeah,
where they're like, oh, I don't care. I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
for
I
me.
don't care.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's my
So
thought.
you think that selfishness I'm speaking strictly from a relationship point with whoever we're in a relationship with. Do you believe that selfishness comes from a trauma in their past and they're not able to express that, in a constructive and helpful way? Do you think it's a defense mechanism for certain men? Like I know a
I do.
certain men who like, I gotta have this before I get in a relationship. I have this before I get married. And when I'm married, I can only do this, and this because I wasn't able to form a relationship with my father, my mother, my siblings. I wasn't able to do a lot. So therefore, I'm treating this new relationship with only the parameters that were instilled in me in my youth.
I completely agree with that. First of all, let me ask y'all something. Is there like, do y'all hear echo or is it just
I
me?
think.
I don't hear an echo.
Okay?
Anybody got anything playing? Like I'm watching a broadcast, but all my stuff is muted. Make sure everything's muted. Just
Okay. Is everybody phone sitting in a strange place? Okay. I kept hearing the echo. I don't hear it, but I still hear it. But anyway, I completely agree with you because you have to understand that as we struggle with trying to figure out how we fit into this society that it was not made and patterned behind our well-being, that we are triggered, that we do see the things that our parents struggled with, and we try to condition ourselves or pattern ourselves in a different direction so that we won't have to deal with that perceived struggle. So yeah, I definitely see that that's an issue. People are triggered. People are trying to figure out how to navigate the things that they saw fail in the past and they want to try to be better and do better. But yeah, it's truly a day-to-day process. None of us are perfect. None of us have all the answers. So we have to be able to work together. I feel like that's the only way to conquer that.
I feel like with that, I definitely have seen people, like especially in relationships where that it's just really difficult to have a relationship with because of past traumas, because of childhood things, because of past relationships, things they've not healed from.
Hmm.
Um, and I just feel like Black people as a whole just need to embrace therapy. Like therapy. Go to therapy, because you just like sitting there with all of those bottled emotions, with all of those past things that you won't allow yourself to deal with. And you're hurting each person that you allow to enter into your life, that you said call yourself being in a relationship with, but you can't truly be in a relationship with anybody until you're fully commit to being in a relationship with yourself, fixing yourself and healing yourself. So if you can't do that, I feel like you don't need to be in a relationship.
No.
Because then you keep bringing in new people, and you keep bringing in these old cycles, and it's just like a evolving door. It's just like a continuous cycle, you know. And instead of breaking it and dealing with the root of everything,
absolutely. Listen,
and healing.
Absolutely.
You keep bringing in more stuff, and then it's new stuff. It's new wounds that's going to come about because you never dealt with the old ones.
Right. And I so appreciate you just touching on that mental health aspect. Myself, I'm a life coach. Best friend is a future sexologist and family life coach. And we also have Adrian Charleston, who's watching, who's a therapist for all levels of therapy that is needed. So just to let y'all know, we have people of color available to you that can help you work through things confidentially. It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
No.
You know, this is Mental Awareness Month right now.
What is embarrassing is repeating the same cycles over and over again. That's what's embarrassing.
Exactly.
So stop the cycle and seek help. Get that. I mean, and if you don't want to look at it like that, just look at it as you giving yourself a treat to fix the things in you that has been hindering you. I mean, it's just like you get to see then you see a better version of yourself. You're able to move along and do things, and just your mind is more clear.
Yes. And you know what therapy does? Therapy gives you different tactics to attack the things that are trying to attack you.
Right.
It gives you a defense mechanism. Yeah. Like, oh my goodness. So let me work through this. Your therapist or your life coach will give you things to work through to help you. Because at the end of the day, when we are able to help you, you are able to be better for the people that you love, better for society. And all of that help and nurturing spreads itself out. But we need to heal our African American community. They don't want us to heal and truly realize who we are. Because when we heal and realize who we are, they can't oppress us anymore. It's full circle.
Right. And I want to point out that healing and therapy is not synonymous with religion. We are all taught in the past that, you seek a higher power and you're going to get the strength that you need to go through. God helps those who help themselves. I'm sorry.
And therapy is a part of it.
I'm a very devout Christian woman. I don't speak a lot, but if you listen to me, you see it. So yes, seek a higher power. But God put therapists, psychologists, and psychiatrists on this earth to help us.
Yes.
So don't think you can pray your way out of something. You can, yes, you can, but you also have to do the work. There is no progression without the fruits of the work that you've done.
Because faith without works
is dead. Yes, it is.
Yes.
And that's what the people be avoiding, the work. You got to do the work.
And you know what? I feel like that's a part of the oppression itself. Let's think about this. Because if we go further back in history, work was perceived as a bad thing because of slavery. But that's not the case. We were all white, black, Mexican. We was all supposed to be working so we can receive the fruits of our own labor.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't supposed to receive the fruits of other people's labor that we enslave. And so that's why they try to put this negative thing on work. Our people are afraid to work because they feel like it's enslavement now.
Preach.
I'm serious though.
For real.
Because like, I'm gonna tell y'all, my ex-boyfriend
Lord, don't get us started on them.
felt like, he
Please
couldn't
don't get us
work.
started on them.
He couldn't work for the man, Listen, the Lord said we must work. If we don't work, we don't eat individually. That had nothing to do with the slave master. He just twerked it a little bit. But we are not under slave master control, quote unquote, per se. We gotta go to work or we ain't gonna have no money about no damn food. And I just feel like all that was mixed around in these men heads and our people heads. And we feel like we got to depend on the government. We shouldn't be trying to position ourselves to depend on the government and have children and lay up and be dependent on the government because we still not doing what the good book said we should be doing. Said if we don't work, we don't eat. You can look at that in any way you desire. We got to get to work.
And don't just work so that you can eat. Work for your offspring to eat as well.
Thank
Don't
you.
just try to focus on just what you want to do and how you feel like this is supposed to be. Like everybody's looking for other people to be the man. You ain't even a man. You a damn tadpole in your damn daddy's nutsack trying to come to fruition.
Listen.
And fertilize something other than your damn hopes and dreams. I'm sorry.
Listen. Can we at least work to take care of ourselves? And then as we branch out and get more proficient with our ability to work for the greater good of humanity.
People don't understand the definition of humanity or work.
You know what? I ain't even gonna keep talking. Let me go to these comments because see, I done went on a whole tangent. I done got all types of triggered over here.
Okay, go.
Oh, okay. So yes, Adrian said, oh, wait, hold on, let me go up a little bit further.
Please help.
Ooh, I'm seeing we got a lot of comments.
No.
Ooh.
We were going in. It's okay. It was a great discussion.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Oh, why my best friend's looking for that. Poetic Divas Cash App is scrolling across your timeline right now. Please tap in, bless us with a little money so we can bless our excursion guest, Miss Courtney Edge, for holding us down like always and for coming on and sharing a little tidbits. Be sure you tap in.
Right, because we done had some really good conversation. You done got to look into what that hip hop, that singing, the whole process look like. Listen, you enjoy the artistry, but it's work, my G.
For real. The people don't understand.
Literally and sexually.
And we already went there. So, these folks ain't trying to work. Okay. So Adrian said, oh yeah, that was a woman that was calling me last. I'm not sure, but she gonna let me know if I need to say more about that. And I'm gonna keep going. Candace said, am I hearing Poetic Divas LLC Mike Queens open mic night? We got some stuff in the works. Just stay tuned. You family. Stay tuned. And then Ed said, how about wolves? Laughing out loud. I don't know what we was talking about. It's no telling, but Ed, we love.
Okay.
Okay. Adrian said, speak on it. Candace said, it's the continued residue of the Willie Lynch syndrome. Amen. Preach. And then Adrian said, you better talk about therapy with butterfly. Yes. Adrian Charleston is a therapist. And listen, we need to support her all we can. Because she doing this thing. She is doing this thing full time. So y'all get y'all appointments with her. She got y'all. And she also said therapy with butterflies, what I meant, laughing out loud. It's okay, we got you. And she also mentioned that it's Mental Health Awareness Month. So yes, it is. Please get your mental health together. Please. It's for everybody. It's not just for you. It's for everybody. Candace said, we as Black queens overflowing in wealth were never afforded the luxury of weakness. And it has proven to be why we're so strong beyond our own understanding. And yes, therapy and inside to out self-development is necessary to heal and love oneself and others. Yes, Candace. And she said, faith without work is dead. Do your inner work. That's a whole quote right there.
That's a whole quote.
And she said, live, hunty. And Adrian said, can you at least work for yourself? Shaking my head. That was that deadbeat ex-boyfriend. Okay. And she also said they can't even provide us gas on a regular basis.
Hey,
Even do this shit.
Jesus.
And Ed said about being ostracized. Okay, yes.
God knows.
Ooh, okay, so listen. Okay, so it's 11:28. We done went in a little bit. We have done it tonight. So Courtney, our wonderful guest, is there anything that you would like to leave with the people?
Yeah, or say anything you got coming up in the works, plug your stuff.
I mean, yeah, because we got some projects.
Well, I am working on my project, and I really would like to make sure that it does get released before the end of the year. I'm not putting a month or nothing like that on there, because then I know how y'all do. You two in particular, especially that Damone. And
we're gonna hold you accountable. Is that what you're saying? We're gonna give you encouragement.
Especially that Damone. So then
you gonna have your back. Is that what you said? Oh, I'm gonna wait.
But I know y'all do that out of love, and it makes me it makes me feel good, because it lets me know that people are still excited to hear me. I've been doing this a long time, and so it's really good to still feel the love, and so I do appreciate that from the both of you. I really do. And like I said, the project, and I actually have something I'm doing tomorrow for a nonprofit, but it's private. I closed a little thing, and it's gonna be really cool. I wish I could bring somebody along. That would be so cool if I could, but I think she's like real funny about that, and so I'm just like,
but
okay.
You need to get some footage, because you got a brand that you doing. And listen, oh praise the Lord, I done got real triggered, because listen, it's okay to have things private. Trust me, I'm very private in different levels. But at the same collective time, you are an artist. You need your artistry to be captured.
Yeah.
And period. That's on period.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they're gonna be somebody. Actually, I think she is gonna have somebody there to record it.
But who is somebody?
Actually, a photographer. I think.
Is that your person though? Do you know them? You know what? I'm gonna be quiet. I'm over here.
See, you're asking questions that I do not know the answer to, but it's okay, because if not myself, she will. I know for sure record me, because she is so excited about me singing and doing all this stuff. So, you
Yeah.
know, she's like y'all. She's somebody I've known a long time too, and she's like super, like she just always like one of my number one like pushers as far as like, no, Courtney, you can do it like this. You don't have to do it this way. You own it. You own it. You do it your way. You know. So but
Okay.
so anyways, yeah, and yeah, and I'm just just trying to keep up with this 3-year-old of mine. Yeah, I see it's quiet, and that's because I I timed that thing real good today. This evening. I had it down to a T. You hear me? Because I was like, he will not be screeching and hollering and yelling during this. He can't do it. Nope, nope, nope.
Oh.
He would have been doing the most. So
But you know what though? He all cute and stuff. Like you can't
Yeah,
come for him. Don't
yeah.
come for the baby boy now.
he's
But
just
I'm
really
just
cute.
glad that you do have someone that's going to be capturing your work. You always want to try to get pictures and video clips, so we can get these reels popping. Like, social media is a thing now.
Yeah.
So we got to try to get our content. I'm talking to
Oh, and
you.
I do have my business cards now. Yes, I do. I do. I do have
Come
my business cards that
on.
I will be bringing with me. She made sure, she's like, Courtney, bring your business cards with me. Courtney, bring
Yes.
your business cards. She said, because you will get people who want to, hire you for different things. I want to make sure that
Right.
they're able to contact you. So yeah.
I like her. I don't even know who she is because she's advocating for you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we need to know who she is because we all about
I mean,
women empowerment.
offline. We'll do it
I
offline.
know. Later.
Top of the night. I think it's time to tell these folks good night. They have enjoyed your presence, Miss Courtney Edge, long enough. Tell the people good night. Tell them where they can follow you at, though.
They can follow me on Instagram at the Courtney Edge. I am on Twitter under the same thing, I believe, at the Courtney Edge, and on Facebook, Courtney Edge as well, and the Courtney Edge music page. Yep.
Yes, 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 yes. So, best friend, any closing remarks? We're about to
Oh,
shut
I'm sorry.
this
Wait a minute.
thing
I also
down.
have a song on all
Ooh,
streaming
Yep.
platforms. It's
Thank
called
you.
"Did You Mean It?" It's on all streaming platforms: Apple Music, Spotify. It's on everything. So if you could please, you guys, go ahead and go stream that and download it and all that stuff and add it to your repertoire of music. Thank you.
did you mean it?
Did you mean it? Mm-hmm.
Put
Yeah,
it
I
in
just
the
want
chat.
a brief synopsis of how you came up with that because that
Right.
goes off a whole nother. Can I just get a little
Oh,
brief?
so what had happened was I was dealing with this dude or whatever, a couple of
Mhm.
dudes really, and like it I just had to know, like, when you said these things to me, when you made it seem like you cared about me, when you made it seem like you weren't going to go nowhere, it was always going to be me and you, did you really mean that?
Mm.
Because you're acting different
Mm.
now. You abandoned me. You left me for dead when you were the one who said,
Mm.
when you said what you said, did you mean it?
That's like a whole, like, so, and I know we're going to go into a whole thing, but when you, did this start off as a poem? I'm just curious because
Well,
you're,
a lot of my
you
stuff,
know,
like, because I had a song. I had this song that I did with a poet, and
You
it
see that
probably
the whole
started
thing
off as
turn.
a poet. You say what?
My whole thing said with a poet. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it started with yeah, it was a song I did with a poet, and it's a song called "Just a Dream," and so I think a lot of my songs probably do start off as poetry. But I do tell you this now: every single last one of my songs is about somebody. Um, it is about true stories. I don't write. I can't write if it's not based off of something that I've experienced. So,
okay.
yeah, just a dream. I wonder if was like is a song. One of my very very first songs that I wrote when I got on the scene, and that's a song like where I was just thinking about how I wanted to feel about somebody. At that present time, I didn't. There was nobody in sight that I felt like that about. But I put myself in this place of like, oh, wouldn't it be nice to feel like that about somebody, you know?
Right.
So, and then only one is about somebody. I had to change some stuff up because that Negro had a whole bunch of kids. So if I said the number of kids for real, because in a song I say you have to go home to your wife, and the 2 kids you have together don't really make it better. Well, this Negro had about 6, 7 kids, so I can't say, you know what I'm saying, 2 kids. I can't say 6, 7 kids, and they'd be like, "Oh, you talking about this right there?" You know what I'm saying? It would be too specific.
Look,
So
I'm just gonna, you know, to get that moistened up.
And then So in Love, I was dealing with someone, and this is how I felt about them when I first started dealing with them. That's how they made me feel.
They do the change up on you though, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
I no longer feel like that about them, nor will I think I ever resort to feeling like that again about them. But you know, it's just sort of how it's sort of how what we talked about before. How people show you a certain way or how they want to be, how they think they have to be to get you. They show their true colors, you know, thereafter. So,
well, thank you so much, Courtney.
Thank you so much for having me.
We enjoyed, like, this was really, really good. We did some girl talk up here. Best friend, you have anything? Because I'm gonna tell the people good night.
Oh, you know, we always run long on this Excursion Editions because we gotta get these stories, we gotta get these polls, we gotta get these conversations. Yeah, but you know, I love you, Courtney. You know, I've loved you for years.
I love y'all.
I'm so glad you came on. You talked about your little stuff, and you know, I feel like, you know, the only right thing for us to do is to play your song. Did you mean it on the way out? I'm just saying.
Do it.
You didn't know. Like, we do this for real. Like, we
do it. I'm ready.
Are we ready? We ready. Okay.
Ready.
Nah, I'll be trying to be together and stuff.
I remember the day that you told me that you would never leave me, that you would always be there for me.
Hey.
You said that our love was to the test of time, and no matter what the day that we stand away. Now it seems that you abandoned me, and you left me for dead. When you're the one that said, when you said what you said, did you mean?
So listen, if y'all want to hit a rest, y'all better download, follow, subscribe, get on these streaming platforms.
Yes, because it's everywhere.
Blow Miss Courtney up.
And blow our Cash App up so we can bless Miss Courtney.
That part. So we love y'all. Poetic Divas LLC, put some respect on it because we do. Good night.